Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Sober Social. It's Friday today, the day before I'm posting this video, and I thought I would just make a quick video because I was ironically in the middle of making a video on positivity and the importance of it and the value of it and the sort of hell of the opposite, which is negativity, obviously. But it's Friday before that video is due, or tomorrow's video is due, whatever the video is, and I feel like shit today. And so instead of trying to force that content on you and force it out of myself, I thought I would just come out here and kind of make a quick video to instead just really share with you a little bit of authenticity, kind of humble myself before you, and show you that I have obviously not found the golden formula for staying perpetually in a confident, upbeat, loving state like I would love. But instead, I still make these foolish decisions. I had yesterday off, and I have today off too. And with that, I was like, oh, awesome. I've got a 4-day weekend I can use to like really get ahead on my work. There's all these things that I can definitely get done. And to my credit, I've gotten some of that done, most of it yesterday. But then after I was done with it, I kind of threw away the rest of the evening, which was not really that bad in and of itself. But the problem was I guess it was because I overdid it and I started too early. And I didn't have a clear plan for when I was going to start and how long I was going to make these like less productive decisions. And so then I overindulged, and then from there I started feeling guilty, which of course just added to the indulgence, and then that just added worse to the feeling of like, I'm just not where I'm supposed to be. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And so then of course I made the added mistake as well of convincing myself, okay, well I'll throw this day away and I can just start fresh tomorrow, which is today. And I did not have a clear plan for how I was going to get myself from the zero baseline that I wake up on or at, that we all wake up at, up to a good start, some small wins, and into, a good productive day. So I had another unproductive day and made more poor decisions today. And so again, just like long story short, I have this, I feel like shit. I feel pretty shitty. I feel a little bit better because I'm out here outside. I came to my old high school where it's quiet and there's nobody around. And I rode my bike here, and I do feel a little bit better just getting out of the house and kind of moving a little bit. So yeah, I figured I would come out here and share with you all of that, and also maybe some tips on if you are feeling this way, or if you have in the recent past, how to maybe get yourself out of it, because I feel like a lot of the time the way that I handle these kinds of days is I sort of just throw away the day that I'm feeling it, and then I hope for the best the next day. And I'll even try to like make plans and stuff, but the problem is if you're trying to create plans and systems and things from that negative state, they tend to be ill-informed, and I can be very hard on myself, and I kind of beat myself up in my writing, and then it just compounds and just gets worse and worse and worse. I try not to do that. I'm very aware when I am being hard on myself, but at the same time, I'm so fucking sick of coming to this state. I'm like, damn it, man, I'm too old now to be doing this kind of thing. It's like somebody who, never mind. But I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. There's a certain point where, like, it's time to be a man, not a boy anymore. It's time to be an adult, not a child. But anyway, I obviously, like I already said, I have not found the cure. I am still in this state. So here's a couple of things that I might suggest I do in the future, and maybe you can benefit from as well. First thing is what I already did, which was get outside, get away from my screens, turn off my computer. I did bring my phone just because it's also my YouTube camera, but I haven't been, like, I actually don't use social media, like, really at all anyway, so that's kind of easy for me, fortunately. But except for YouTube. YouTube is, I do love YouTube, so that's a challenge. But when I'm out here, it's a lot easier because I'm shooting and I'm on my bike. I can't exactly watch a YouTube video and bike at the same time. So that, it helps a little bit And after I'm done shooting this video, I'll probably continue with that. And the other thing that I'll say with that along those lines is because today I was pressuring myself to get this video out because it's due tomorrow, right? And with that pressure, I don't do well with pressure. I'm very good usually with getting tasks done ahead of time, which is why, like when I was in college, I just killed it with deadlines anyway, because I knew exactly when my things were due and it wasn't up to me. With self-directed work, it's a little different, right? Because you set all your deadlines for yourself. But I've gotten a little better at that with my self-directed work too. But anyway, I'm pretty good with that, with like a far out deadline. And I try to keep my next deadline pretty far out into the future, because then I don't have that pressure. Because when I fail at keeping that, and I end up in a state like this where I'm feeling kind of shitty and I've procrastinated for whatever reason, and now I have this video due tomorrow, I don't do well with that. I don't do well with that at all. And I do truly envy people who like wait till the last minute to study for an exam, and they cram the night before and they do great. I mean, of course they don't probably retain the information very well, but hey, that's a pretty admirable skill. Like being able to just put together a presentation for some sales pitch or something without any more than 30 minutes notice. That's a damn good skill. That's a damn important skill. So anyway, get outside. Don't pressure yourself. That was the other thing. Don't pressure yourself. If you got deadlines or whatever coming up, try not to pressure yourself. Try to give yourself some space. Like literally set a timer. That would make it so much easier, because then it's clear and you know exactly when you're going to come back to your work, so you don't have this ambiguous, like when you're out and you're trying to enjoy yourself taking a bike ride, for example, you have this ambiguous feeling of like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I should actually be doing that thing I'm supposed to be doing, right? So set a timer if you are going to take some time to just relax and get outside or do whatever. And that will help you take the pressure off. That's something I didn't do, but as I'm speaking, that's something I might do in the future. And then the last thing, if I can remember. My sabotage last night, I think I already said this. I kind of convinced myself, right, that I was going to start fresh the next day, which was today. I was going to have a fresh start. I was going to start back at baseline, then I could hopefully get back into that positive state. Well, I didn't. That did not happen, and the main reason, I think, is because I didn't have a very clear-cut plan of what exactly am I going to do first thing in the morning and the early stages of the morning to get myself back into that state before I kind of try to tackle my work. And so instead, I woke up today and I kind of did my regular thing. I showered and I ate, and then I was on YouTube while I was eating, and then I just kind of fell back into the disorderly consumption reality, where I'm just passively consuming information through YouTube and then porn, of course, which I'm very ashamed of, but it is what it is, and that's the truth. So anyway, get away from your screens, turn the computers off, get away from your phone, get outside, get a little bit of activity out of your body, move a little bit, even if it's something small like walking. That's a lot better. It's a hell of a lot better than just sitting passively watching YouTube. Don't pressure yourself. If you got things going on, give yourself some time, give yourself permission to walk away for a little bit, to clear your head and relax, and give yourself the space and the time needed to hopefully get back towards that positive state that I completely failed to get myself back into today. And then the clear plan, for the next day, how to get back into that state for the next day. What are the couple of things you want to do first thing in the morning? Go to the gym, do 5 push-ups, whatever. Drink some tea. I don't know, whatever it is for you. And make it simple. Don't overwhelm yourself. I mean, you're in a shitty state, right? If you're not feeling good, it's not going to be easy if you try to overwhelm yourself. So those are the 3 kind of tips. The last thing, I don't even know if I said this or not already. I've been doing several shots out here already. But the last thing is I wanted to just share a little bit. It's Friday, right? And it's the day before this video is due. And I was ironically in the middle of putting together a video on positivity. And I just think that's funny. So anyway, thought I would instead, like I said, humble myself, share with you some of my authentic struggles with my life and with my content creation and branding and creating a life for myself, a brand for myself, a business for myself. These are some of the things that I still deal with. So that's it. I will see you next week, my friends.